But yeah, I'm so excited to have her on. She's a real boss, like not a play boss. And she's somebody that really knows her worth and can explain it. So that's why I definitely have her on. And so it's my shirt today. I usually wear a save on or a complete shirt, but it says, "If I am a lot, go and find less," and that's definitely what we're gonna be talking about today. So without further ado, let's get her on here.
Hey,
Hey
friend.
girl, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, feeling blessed. You know,
Praise
that's how
him.
they do, huh?
I said, praise him.
And that's on period, cool. At first I didn't know why the old people would always be like, "I'm blessed," but now that I'm older, I'm just like, well, I hate to say it, but yes, child, I do feel blessed today. Thank you. But I'm
Good.
so excited to have you on today. I was telling a little bit about you before you got on, but could you tell everybody about you, what's your name, what you do, and how people can find you?
Yes, what's up, y'all? My name is Kayla. I am a blogger, influencer, and community leader. I lead a community of bloggers called Dallas Black Bloggers. I have been doing that for about 2 years. I absolutely, positively love being the founder of Dallas Black Bloggers. I mean, it's just amazing. I also just love being a part of all the amazing things that are happening in Dallas as far as being a creative, seeing the creative, just being a part of the culture. I'm just ecstatic about it all.
Y'all, so we're gonna talk about this in the discussion. I'm gonna just go right into it because I am genuinely excited to have you as my first guest coming back to I'll Grab the Wine, especially talking about work, like just jumping into a topic that I feel like we could talk about all day, especially as Black women. I'm so excited to be talking about this with you. So first, today I'd like to discuss knowing your worth because I feel like we get so caught up in what other people have going on that we kind of forget our value and our brand and who our connections really are. Like,
Right.
our connections are valuable, just like you said with Dallas Black bloggers. Just having that network of people to be able to access, and you like just from our personal, how I even reached out to you, and just because you had those connections, like that's valuable, and people don't really understand that. So talking about that today, first I'd like to discuss on a business level, how do you figure out your worth? Is it by experience, by quality of service, a combination of things? How important is it to have and to understand your self-worth when negotiating, and how can what we do how and what can we do to improve ourselves as business women and walking brands? So first things first, on a business level, how do you figure out your worth?
Well, from a business level, it's a multitude of things. It's really about providing value to our clients or to our customers, but more so understanding exactly who we are. I understand that Dallas Bug Bloggers is something that can provide value and solve a problem for the audience or whoever it is that we're talking to. So knowing who exactly we are is like the main thing, loving on ourselves and knowing that, hey, we're going to present XYZ to you, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it gets reciprocated as well. But definitely the main part is about knowing how much we are valued ourselves first.
Mm-hmm. And I would like just to kind of piggyback off of what you were saying, and I know we kind of introduced it earlier, but you guys, I reached out to her when I started writing for Complete Magazine. A lot of people don't know that. Like I didn't know how much went into writing until I actually started Complete Magazine. And just because I knew she was the founder of Dallas Black Bloggers, I was like, well, they write, so maybe she has like a host of people that can help me finish putting this together because there's no way that I'll be able to do this by myself. And just her having those connections, like she said, it's literally one of those things to where somebody gonna need my service.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I provide. Somebody's gonna need it. So kind of just standing in that and moving forward. And I really appreciate that about you, your brand, and your business. Um, moving forward, by how important is it to have and understand your self-worth when negotiating?
Well, Still the issue still remains, or not the issue, but the fact still remains is that you must present yourself as the value, as the prize. What is it that you're bringing yourself, bringing to the table? And so when it comes to like branding or pitching is what you're asking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling them the same thing. I'm introducing myself. I'm telling them what I want and the value that I can bring for
Mm-hmm.
them as well. An introduction goes a long way. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
that's first things first.
Yeah.
And then after that, I definitely provide the value. Tell them what I can do, what I've done in the past. Give them some receipts. People like that as well, because you
Exactly.
can tell people something all day long, but if you don't have no receipts, then people necessarily won't believe you. But if you have those
Mm-hmm.
receipts to go ahead and back up your value, you're going to get it.
And that's on period. So, because we're talking about value and everything, I know like a long time ago you had something on your page about being a micro influencer. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So being a micro influencer is really about the size of your audience.
Mm-hmm.
So they have kind of narrowed it down. And when I say by they, it's really like Google and society has narrowed down like, oh, if you have this amount of followers, then you're considered an influencer. If you have like these millions or 500, whatever it is. Then if you have a smaller scale, then you'll be a nano influencer. But if you're a micro influencer, you're only like less than 10,000, I believe. And so you're only kind of, I guess, you're influencing your audience directly. The thing about micro influencing or any type of influencing, it's still influencing. So if your audience loves it, what you do, I don't care if it's 500 people, if they love what you do and they follow what you're doing, you're influencing. It doesn't even matter the amount of followers, because I don't even have as many followers as I do on my personal page. But when I was actively on my personal page, we'll talk about that later, I was like, I would have friends go buy stuff. Oh, I went and bought this because you said that it was fire. Like, you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? So it
Yeah,
didn't even matter.
I had to put the laptop down because now we finna get into the point of it. So I this person is a micro influencer. If you was ever looking for one, I done bought her on the show, and please book. So I I posted yesterday
Mm-hmm.
the flyer for us, right? And I've been getting followers every day. Like, excuse me, not even every day, like every couple hours. Like maybe I get 2 followers for like every hour.
Okay.
And that adds up. And I know they're just for you because like literally after you posted the flyer, like I got 6 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Just off of like, hey, that's Kayla, so let me go ahead and follow her because
Mm-hmm.
it's her. And I think a lot of people get lost in the sauce because they're just like, oh, well, I only have X amount of followers. Well, sweetie, the followers that you do have absolutely love you.
Mm-hmm.
Like they love every single thing about you.
Right.
And they want to follow and do what you and see what you got going. So I think that's a really great thing to talk about micro influencing, that it doesn't matter how many followers you have, like homegirl, you can still bring in the bucks.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
So with that being said, how did you like say I'm gonna go ahead and do this? Like I'm gonna go ahead and self-title myself a micro influencer and start negotiating with that.
Well, when people started telling me, or my audience started sharing with me what it was that was of value to them, then I'm like, okay, then maybe I should reposition myself and start thinking accordingly to make sure that I'm providing as much, also value
Mm-hmm.
back to them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that I learned that as a micro influencer, if I'm doing that, then I can basically do anything, like the next person, like the next big blogger, the next influencer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can do the same thing, even if I like study certain people or study certain influencers and see what they're doing, do my research and see what they're doing and how they're providing the value to their audience. We have the opportunity to do the same thing. I have the
Girl,
opportunity to.
am I right? And left mine, I just be like, why she don't have more followers? Like I just like anytime I look at your content, I be like so confused because I'm just like, damn, she puts out so much good content. Like, it's so good. Like, especially I like a lot of their posts where you have a lot of stories and stuff up under them, like
Mm-hmm.
that really help drive a point home. I love that. I don't know if
Thank
it's just
you.
an avid reader, but it's like one of those things where I'm like, wow, where her followers at? But then when, you know, I add you to the show and then I see like all of these people start following me. Well, it don't matter what her followers at
Mm-mm.
because the followers that she do have are loyal
Right.
to a T. So I kind of want to talk about now. Um, is it like a combination? Like when you're trying to understand your worth, is it a combination of quality, service, and experience, or how do you just like say like this is my worth, period?
Yes.
Is it like a how do you come up with that in
Or it's a
general?
combination of all of it. It is,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're running it as a business, because you
Mm-hmm.
got to think about you're doing it for a consumer. So
Mm-hmm.
that consumer has to be satisfied. So you're talking about like you have to make sure you present something to them, make sure it's in a timely manner or fashion, any type of fashionable manner, professional, all that. You gotta make
Mm-hmm.
sure your customer service, if anything happens, gotta make
Mm-hmm.
sure that's on point as well. You have to make sure you resolve any type of issues that may occur, right? And so you were saying how to position that.
Mm-hmm.
It's nonstop, you know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
nonstop, but I still can't stop the show. I still
Mm-hmm.
got, because if I'm maybe, let's example, upsetting one person, then I need to make sure that I take care of them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
However, I still have to move forward with what it is that I'm still doing. So
Mm-hmm.
either, you come along with me,
Mm-hmm.
or you don't, but I'm gonna take care of you in a respectable manner so that if you do talk about me, it's talk about my name, baby, there ain't gonna be no slander. But to make sure that maybe if it's not for right now, then maybe in the future you'll come back to me and then I'm gonna receive you with open arms still, you know what I
And
mean?
that's it, darling. I'm telling you. So I mean, last thing kind of on this point is I know that we as business people, we find ourselves having to redefine ourselves every
Right.
now and then. So how do we still, I guess, know our worth when we're rebranding? Because I know when I rebrand, I start to like retract because I'm just like,
Yeah,
no,
I do too.
I don't know if people are gonna like this, so maybe I should bump the price. But it's just like, should I really bump the price?
Hmm.
How do you kind of overcome that?
um when it's coming to rebranding, it's like, because I feel like I know that you're a boss just as much as both of us are bosses. And I know that when we're thinking about rebranding, it's like we're almost perfectionists, almost
Mm-hmm.
to a point. So I understand what you're saying because it does halt me a lot. But when I come back, it's harder. It's just way
Mm-hmm.
harder than it was the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be something new. And the audience usually receives that new
Yeah.
stuff. And they're like, oh, okay. So even though I may stop for a second to kind of regroup myself, I'm gonna come back harder. Cause this past year I had a crazy death in the family, unexpected, and I took some time off. And guess what happened, girl? How
Well,
about all of the bloggers, or a lot of them, gathered together and sent me some flowers for the funeral?
that's beautiful. We love to see it. Hold on. We love to see it. Sisters being, come on, sisters.
Okay, I'm back. What'd you say?
Yeah. I said, we love to see it. Come on, sisters.
Right. And so when I came back, they were like, okay, we've been waiting for you. And then
Mm-hmm.
it just started, just boom, boom, boom.
That's
Everything just
amazing.
started
That's
going
beautiful.
good. Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. I feel like we as business owners, especially as women, I have to emphasize that as women, like I feel like sometimes we move timidly just because that's something that those are restrictions that we put up in our own brains, just
Right.
kind of with what we have around us. But
Mhm.
I feel like once we eliminate those restrictions, they're made up anyways. Once we eliminate them, it's like it's no telling how much we could do, and it's no telling how much we could really, how far we could really go if we just start eliminating some of those restrictions.
Absolutely.
Well, moving forward, what can we do to improve ourselves as business women and walking brands?
Girl, I think we just need to show up for each other. You know what I mean?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
I think we just really need to show up for each other.
Sister, please just come. Come to my event, girl. I'm coming to yours. Why you don't come to mine?
Yeah.
Please just
Unapologetic.
repost me real quick, sweetie.
Yeah.
It didn't take you but 2 seconds, darling.
Right.
Please,
Unapologetically, genuinely. Yeah, for sure. Like
can I comment? Please. It didn't take
something.
but a second.
Right.
Like,
Right.
honestly, I feel like I'm not gonna get too hard on this. I'm saying in more recent years, Black women have been more supportive of each other because we're not scared of everybody succeeding. It's just like, oh, well, sis, I guess there actually is room at this table for you. Let me sit out. Let me move back your seat. Y'all come sit by me. And I really appreciate that
Hmm.
now.
Hmm.
It's already difficult. I would like to think in a more perfect world that our skin color doesn't hinder us. But I mean, in actuality, it does, especially when we're not, joining together.
Right.
So
Right.
that's especially one way that we can improve ourselves in our business. But how do we improve our walking brands?
You know, it's gonna be real hard for me to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The answer is do the work.
Okay, wait a
Do
minute.
the work. Do the research, do the work, sit down, get you a pen and paper on your computer, and do it yourself. If you think that Beyonce is out every day, Sunday fun day, or whatever the case it is, every weekend, expecting her concert to be together, come on now. You know that ain't gonna
Somebody
happen.
hear that today, Kayla.
Come on,
Don't
you're
hold
not
back.
gonna.
Somebody needs to hear that today.
It's not
And
gonna happen.
I me, but somebody needed to hear that today.
Listen, you gotta do the work.
And it's just so easy to sit up here and think like, oh, it'll come from me. Like when you gonna do your part, homegirl? Like I want to cheer for you, I want to root for you, but when you gonna do your portion, beloved? I
You hear me? You gotta do the work. And I tell myself often as well to readjust myself because I'm like, how come something ain't working out for me? And I'm like, oh, because I ain't been doing the work. Get back in the lab. But you got to do the work.
You have to do the work. And okay, so I'm on this whole little reading spree right now. Right now I'm just trying to I told myself this month I'm gonna read 4 books.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm on book number 2. One book a week. But I'm on the 4 agreements right now. And I just read where it was saying something about like how like along the lines of you gonna barbecue a mildew. Like pretty much that's what I took away from it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what are you gonna do? You gonna barbecue? You gonna mildew? Because you really only got 2 choices at this point. Are you gonna do something?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you gonna cry about it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My
Mm-hmm.
suggestion to you would be go ahead and do something. But if you
Right.
gonna cry about it, don't cry long, because ain't nothing gonna change. And I honestly feel like you were talking to me. So if you wanted to just, direct that at me, you could just say my name next time.
Girl,
But
bye.
and somebody said God helps those who helps themselves. You can't ask God to help you pass a test you didn't study for. Yeah, and that's right. You cannot.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna burden God with that. Don't He have a lot more to do? If I'm not supposed to do a little bit of the work, I can't just burden God with that. He busy, helping children and stuff. Old folks can't be helping me. I want to moving forward because I could get on that. And this just the last thing. How can we stay uplifted in any and every phase of our business?
That can be a challenge to stay uplifted simply because if you're doing so many things, anxiety can creep in right before you even know it. I do think the main thing for keeping yourself grounded or keeping yourself in tune is just, you know what I'm saying, taking some time out, readjusting, maybe like a, you know what I'm saying, exercise and take a day off from your 9 to 5. If you do a 9 to 5, take a nap, don't go out that weekend, you know, just some things that kind of really slow yourself down and really get in check and in tune with how you're feeling. Is
Exactly.
kind of, that those are some of the things I do for sure.
I can definitely say that that's probably why I started reading my books
Yeah.
like that. I am a reader, so I know that, you know, I'm going into a transitioning phase. I went from going to school full time and being a business owner full time.
And graduated now.
You know, I graduate on Saturday, and so now I'm just kind of like, now what do we do? And I don't want to get anxious about my next step. I want to make sure that I'm grounded, so I just picked up a book. And then what else did I do? I got around my homegirls, and I was like, okay, we all bosses. Like, let's stay uplifted. Like, I see you doing you, and you doing you. I'm about to do me full time, so let's keep each other grounded. Let's call each other, make sure we're doing business things. Like, let's get planners and everything. Let's sit
Right.
down at least once a week and talk about, you know, our businesses. That's it. I think that's really sound advice for just staying grounded. You really just sometimes have to take yourself away from, you know, all the things that you're doing and regroup, like come back.
For real.
That was really great. I'm so glad to have had that discussion. So now we're going to move forward into story time and advice. And this segment is called I'll Grab the Wine. So I'll read this story that somebody sent in, and then we'll talk about it and give them our advice. And, you know, I do not hold back. If you used to watch on Save Mine, on 77 Save Mine, I do not care about what be going on. I'm sorry. You wrote in and asked for my advice, and I had to let you know, good sis. Period. Moving forward. Dear Savon, I am so happy that you're back doing the show. I was just watching Bear Boot the other day, and I'm always happy to see you doing your thing. Girl, you was good. I was writing today because I wanted to get your advice on what you do when you feel stuck in your work. I feel a little stagnant and I'm not upset about it, but I am not happy either. What advice do you have for me? I think we were just talking about that. That's a good segue.
So what was her question?
She's feeling a little stagnant, and she's not upset, but she's not happy. So what do I do, or what do we do?
Okay.
Move forward from that.
Well, I think the main thing is she might want to see what, you know, like an evaluation, like what's making you upset, what's making you not comfortable, what's making you uneasy, what's going on in your life. Kind of channel what that is, and then maybe create a solution for that. What do you think?
For me, because she said that she's feeling kind of stuck in her work, I would honestly say I've been there. And when I'm there, typically I like to just look at all that I've already done. Because sometimes the only reason I'm stuck is because I think that, you know, I'm not where I should be or where I could be, or I'm thinking too far down. And I really just need to realize that, hey, I actually have done a lot. Like, take a deep breath and move forward. So when I'm in a position where I feel kind of stuck, I pull out, y'all don't judge me, I pull out my cash flow sheets. And if you don't know what a cash flow sheet, it just shows you how much money is coming into your business and how much money is going out of your business. And so I pull out my cash flow sheets, and they make me feel really good because, or they make me say, "Get your ass up." I wasn't gonna cuss at first, but I felt like y'all needed that. It makes me say, "Get your ass up and get the work." But I look at them and I say, you know what? This month might have been rough. But at least I can go to my next one. And I have this knowledge, you know, that, hey, this was a little rough, but we can move forward now. Or I look at my last month and I be like, girl, you was actually popping. What is you stressing for? Keep going, keep pushing, go harder, girl. So I would just say, like you said, pretty much is take the time to reflect and self-analyze. That's pretty much what we're both saying, essentially. Girl, just take a breather, reflect. It's gonna be okay. Get your homegirls, watch the show. I know you're watching. Get a glass of wine. Relax, sis. We're here for you.
That's right.
So that was I'll Grab the Wine, y'all. And now we're to the Wine Down, brought to you by Say My Name Media. So if you need any online, anything for your online presence, make sure y'all check out www.saymyname.com. So I'm presenting the wine of the day. Today I am drinking Stella Rose Berry. Can y'all see it?
We love Stella Rose.
We love Stella Rose. Let me tell y'all about it. It is a semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Its flavor profile is wild strawberry, blackberry, and red berry. It won a gold medal at the Los Angeles International Wine Competition. You can purchase it at Walmart for $10. Y'all, that is all the formal stuff. But I will say, compared to the Stella Rose Peach, it's good. But I love the Stella Rose Peach because I think it's a little bit more sparkling. This is good. It'll get me there.
I like the Stella Rose Peach too. I like the black one too.
I'm just now getting on Stella Rose. So we have to try the rest of the Stella Roses.
Yes.
I was hooked on Arbor Mist forever, and I was hooked on Martini and Rossi.
Okay.
Forever, girl. Straight away from them. So when I'm moving forward, child, I think I'm gonna like me some Stella Rose. It tastes like juice, so I can drink it all night.
It do.
Moving forward, y'all. Become a sponsor for Complete Magazine for rates, benefits, and all that makes Dallas complete. Be sure to check out www.completemagazine.com. Now we're to one of my favorite segments, you guys. This segment is called Let That Shit Go. And during Let That Shit Go, we have to let go of something bad that happened to us this week because it serves us no purpose. So, Kayla, girl, what are you letting go of this week?
This week has been interesting. But this week I've been having the TV on, something happening on my computer, and me being on my phone all at one time, like music or something. Distractions. That's what I'm letting go of. It's distractions is what I'm trying to say. And it's all been confused and bubbled and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, why? Did I burn sage on Sunday? No, I didn't. I'm like, what is happening in this house? And it's because I got too many distractions. So that's what I'm letting go this week. I'm focused for the rest of the year, and them distractions, it's got to go.
Let that shit go. We got to let it go this week. This week, you guys, I'm going to let go of, like I told y'all earlier, I'm reading the 4 agreements. And basically in the 4 agreements, it says, don't take anything personally. That's one of the agreements, is don't take anything personally. Y'all, I am the master queen of taking everything personally. If you say something to me, sweetie, are you attacking me? Because I don't like that. Okay? So I'm gonna let that go because sometimes it's not personal. Like, okay, so the person at the window had an attitude with you, girl. That wasn't about you. They hate their job, sis. That's just them. I don't need to take that personally. Okay, maybe your man is tripping. Maybe it's just because, like, you know, they have their own patterns or whatever. And maybe it's time to be in his little pattern or whatever. Let him have that. Keep going, sis. Right. Don't take. So that's what I'm letting go of this week.
All right, now.
If you let something go, you have to drink to that. So this segment is called I'll Drink to That, where we celebrate you, homegirl. So what do you want us to celebrate about you this week?
This week for me?
Girl, what is it? Drinking to that.
We celebrate and just I don't know. There's a few things, but I'm gonna just say one thing in particular.
I like to drink.
I'm gonna just say one thing is, let's celebrate just being a woman in this culture, like being a businesswoman. Like, it is Black Business Month, so let's just celebrate being a Black woman in business. They can't stop us. We're unstoppable. I just keep telling them all the time. They don't get it, but we're here to stay.
And we are, sister. We have made our stance and we're here to stay. I'm gonna drink to that. Hold on.
Cheers.
I'm drinking to that. Y'all already know what I'm celebrating. If you've been on my Instagram page, if you've been on my Instagram story, hell, if you've been on my timeline anytime, I'm celebrating. I'm graduating this Saturday on the 14th. Y'all don't know that was an uphill battle. I'll write a book about it one day. I promise you I will. But I'm so thankful. I'm going to cry in the court. Okay.
Girl, you did that, baby. And you did that. And as a mom, and came out with Complete Mag. Okay? They're not playing with you.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna save the spill for the book. Y'all gotta read it. It's gonna be a tell-all.
Okay? All through quarantine.
I'm spilling the beans, y'all. But I'm so excited. I'm blessed. Like how the old folks say, I really can't lie. That's how I feel right now. Like I feel blessed.
Absolutely.
So and I'm actually more than ecstatic about being back to I'll Grab the Wine. Y'all don't understand. I love talking to Black women about Black women and Black success because it just helps me and it nurtures my soul to hear and have these conversations with people that are like you. So I'm so thankful that you took out the time to even talk to me, homegirl. And I'm feeling blessed, girl. Just blessed. Got my Jesus juice because I'm feeling blessed.
I just appreciate you so much, girl. You know, we've been since Bay and Boot, girl. We've been following each other since, I don't know, way before quarantine. And I just seeing you grow and seeing the other people that were a part of Bay and Boot grow. I'm just like, y'all are out here doing your thing. But most importantly, you, because you were the only girl that was there out of all those guys. And so you are doing so amazing with your hosting and with your new magazine and with your media company and with your social media and with your son. Girl, you're doing it up.
God is good, y'all. I feel like, hold on, I'm not even gonna preach today. Like I said, I'm gonna say it for another day. I'm gonna say that to the book, but all I can say right now is God is good, y'all. I'm so thankful that you really did share that with me. Like, it's Black women, we gotta continue to lift up each other. And I was bragging about you long before you could hear me on the actual live. Like I said, y'all, this is somebody who really, they don't hustle. They have a real life brand that you can love, that you can respect. So if you're not following her, definitely take the time out to follow her right now. How can everybody find her?
Yes, you can follow me on my page. It's right here at One Kayla Mack. More importantly, you can follow my blogger page or my blogger community, which is called Dallas Black Bloggers. We are on Instagram and on Facebook and DallasBlackBloggers.com. Go ahead and follow us if you are looking for bloggers for your business, for promotion or whatever it is that you may need. If you have a restaurant, you need us to come in and come through and take some food, whatever it is that you need, please holler at me. I can get a collective of bloggers to come and show you some love.
Y'all, and everything about Dallas Black Bloggers is amazing. I can't wait to come out to your next event. Y'all know I've been kind of shy because of the quarantine, because of the corona, but I can't wait to get back outside with it. I'm so thankful to have you on the show. Everybody, if you're watching right now, you can follow me personally, Savon, at 2 7s SEVON. Follow all things Complete on Complete Magazine on all social medias. Make sure you check out www.completemagazine.com for all things that make Dallas complete. Yes, so last but not least, shout out to our sponsor, Say My Name Media. Are you looking to increase your online presence? Be sure to check out Say My Name Media for all your graphic, web design, and photography needs. I want to thank everybody that came into this live so much for coming back to I'll Grab the Wine. Y'all don't understand. I'm still lit, and I will see y'all next week. We have a guest. I can't disclose just yet because we got to confirm that she's here, but she's big. She's big. She's large and in charge, y'all. So I can't wait to have her. And I will see y'all next week. Make sure y'all follow. Thank you so much. And until next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.